Aurora online classes. Dear students, I am here with a new chapter for you, and the name of the lesson is Reach for the Top. This is chapter 8 from your Beehive, and the first story is about Santosh Yadav. Actually, this lesson is divided into two sections. The first story is about Santosh Yadav, who was the only woman to climb Mount Everest twice. This was her rare achievement. This was her greatest achievement that Santosh had ever made. So let's get started. The only woman in the world who has scaled, means climbed, Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing, and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcome. When her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man giving her his blessings, assumed that she wanted a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. The holy man was also surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing, and as destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Santosh was born the sixth child in a family with 5 sons, a sister to 5 brothers. She was born in the small village of Joniavas of Rewari district in Haryana. The girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment, but Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. Underline it. She began living life on her own terms from the start. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred shorts. Looking back, she says, now from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I chose a correct and rational path, the others around me had to change, not me. A very important line by Santosh. Santosh's parents were affluent. Affluent means rich, very rich, wealthy, landowners who could afford to send their children to the best schools, even to the country's capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by, but in line with the prevailing custom in the family, Santosh had to make do with the local village school. So she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. And the right moment came when she turned 16. Underline it. At 16, most of the girls in her village used to get married. Santosh was also under pressure from her parents to do the same. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi when her parents refused to pay for her education. She politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part-time to pay her school fee. Her parents then agreed to pay for her education. Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examinations and went to Jaipur. She joined Maharani College, underline it, and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Santosh remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravalli Hills, that is in Rajasthan. I used to watch villages from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative and motivated me to take to climbing. Then there was no looking back for this determined young girl. She saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. My college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on the 19th of May, and I was supposed to be in Uttarkashi on the 21st. So I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training, and I had to write a letter of apology to my father, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled at Uttarkasi. Thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude. Equipped with the iron will, physical endurance, and an amazing mental toughness, she proved herself repeatedly. The culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992, just 4 years after she had slyly asked the Arabli mountaineers if she could join them. At barely 20 years of age, Santosh Yadav scaled Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work together with them found her a special place in the hearts of fellow climbers. During the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided a special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Pole. She was unfortunately unsuccessful in saving him. However, she managed to save another climber, Mohan Singh, who would have met with the same fate had she not shared her oxygen with him. Within 12 months, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition, underline that, and invited her to join them. She then scaled the Everest a second time, thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Everest twice and securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals of mountaineering. In recognition of her achievement, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honors, the Padma Shri. Describing her feelings when she was literally on the top of the world, Santosh had said, "It took some time for the enormity of the moment to sink in. Then I unfurled the Indian tricolor and held it aloft on the roof of the world. The feeling is indescribable. The Indian flag was flying on top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. I felt proud as an Indian." Also a fervent environmentalist, Santosh collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. Dear students, you have seen that I have given a reading. Now let us try to understand each and every aspect of Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav has the recognition to be the only woman in the world to climb Mount Everest twice. This is her rare achievement, extraordinary achievement. Let us talk about her life. She was born in Haryana, in the village Joniawas under Rewari district of Haryana. She was born of a very wealthy, a very rich family. Her parents were very rich, and she was the sixth child of her parents. She had 5 brothers, and she is the youngest sister in her family. So she was a sister to 5 brothers. But since in Joniawas village, actually what happened, that she was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as blessing, whereas the birth of a daughter was not regarded as curse, even though it was not welcome. People were very conservative, orthodox mentality, old-fashioned people. Santosh, right from the very beginning, started living her life on her own terms. When her mother was pregnant, and when Santosh was about to come in this world, a holy man came to her, and She sought blessing from holy man for a son. But her grandmother was there, and she said that she did not want a son, she wanted a daughter. And this was a great surprise for everyone. What happens actually, most of the people, most of the women wish a son to be born to them. Most of the women wish a son to be born to them. But it was Santosh's grandmother who wanted a daughter in place of son. And the time came, the right time came, and Santosh was born. Actually, so Santosh was born in, as I have said right now, in a small village of Joniavas of Rewari district in Haryana. Her name was, she was given the name Santosh, and Santosh means contentment, satisfaction. Santosh was not content with her life, though she did not lack anything. There was no shortage of anything in her house. Her father had more than enough money that he could send Santosh to some great school, very good school, excellent schools in Delhi. But it was the family tradition that Santosh had to go in her childhood. She had to go to her village school. Actually, Santosh was against it. Number one. Number two, Santosh preferred shorts. Actually, the girls wore traditional Indian dresses like salwar, kurta, like that. But she did not like to put on. She revolted against it. She opposed it. She did not like to wear traditional Indian dresses. She liked to wear shorts in place of traditional Indian dresses. Santosh had to go to the village school as it was her family custom. So according to the custom of the family, actually the girl child was not allowed to go out of the house. That is why, go away from the house. That is why she had to be in the house itself. She had to be in the village, and she started going to the village school. Actually, now with the passage of time, Santosh was also growing physically and mentally, and that was the custom of the society those days, that most of the girls got married at the age of 16. And Santosh was also getting pressure from her parents to get married. Her parents wanted her to marry off, but Santosh refused to marry and warned her parents, told her parents frankly that she should not marry, or she won't marry unless she gets a proper education. This shows that she was highly interested, she was keenly interested in receiving education, in getting education. This shows that she understood the importance of education in her life, and she gave priority to education than anything else in her life. Santosh's family, as I have said, that Santosh's parents were affluent. Affluent means very rich, wealthy, bahut amir. They were affluent landowners. Now, so at 16, most of the girls in her village used to get married, but Santosh refused to marry. And then what happened? She left home and got admission in a school in Delhi. And then her parents refused to pay for her education. They refused to pay for her school fee. Then Santosh was a determined girl. She was a committed girl. She was a girl of a strong willpower and firm determination. And she said, she told her family, she told her parents that, okay, it doesn't matter if you don't pay. If you don't pay, if you don't pay for my school fees, I will do part-time job for paying my school fee. So when she told her parents that she is determined to do part-time job to pay her school fee, then her parents agreed and started paying for her school fees. Then one more incident came to her life. Santosh passed the high school examination and then she went to Jaipur. And in Jaipur is in Rajasthan, in Jaipur she joined Maharani College. And she got a room in Kasturba Hostel, and the room in Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravalli Hills. And you know, Aravalli Hills are in Rajasthan. Jaipur is also in Rajasthan. And Jaipur, actually she got admission in a college in Jaipur, where she got a room in a hostel, and her hostel faced the Aravalli Hills. And from there she could see the mountaineers, see the villagers. She could watch the villagers going up the hill, and after some time suddenly those climbers, those villagers used to disappear from the hills. So she was very curious to know as to what happens. They climbed up the hill and after some time they vanish. Where do they go? And who are those people? She wanted to know. So one day she went there to check for herself as to where do these climbers, these mountaineers go? Where do they disappear? So when they went there, they found that they are the mountaineers. They are the mountaineers, and they climb up. They go up the hills. They are the mountaineers. So it was a very nice time for Santosh Yadav to spend some time with them. And those mountaineers liked Santosh Yadav, and they also told him, encouraged him, motivated him to take part in mountaineering, and they also encouraged Santosh Yadav to take to climbing, to make her career in climbing. And this was really an inspirational moment for Santosh Yadav. It was a great moment for Santosh Yadav. And from there was no looking back for her. And then she saved money and got admission in a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. And she started getting training in mountaineering. And then actually she did not, without seeking permission from her father, she got admitted in Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. Her father was not aware of it, that her father knew that she is studying in Jaipur. But now in Uttarkashi she had taken admission in Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, and she was getting training from there. So father was not aware. So after getting admission in Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, she wrote a letter of apology. She wrote a letter to her father apologizing that she has taken admission in Nehru Institute of Mountaineering without his permission. And thereafter Santosh Yadav went on expedition every year, mountaineering expedition every year, and she started getting training. She started becoming mentally tough, and she took care of physical fitness, and she was mentally tough. Mentally tough means she showed her mental toughness, means she was determined. She was determined to do mountaineering. She was determined to make mountaineering as her career, number one. And she was not scared. She was fearless. She was bold and brave. This is called mental toughness. If you are mentally tough, it means you are mentally prepared for it, you are ready for it, and you have a strong willpower and determination to achieve something, and you are fearless, you are without any fear. So mentally tough people are fearless, they are bold, they are determined, they are brave. And so it was, so was such a thing was with Santosh Yadav. So in 1992, her hard work bore fruits. Her hard work brought good results. And then what happened? She scaled Mount Everest at the age, hardly she was at that time. For the first time in 1992, when she climbed Mount Everest, she was hardly at the age of 20. This was her achievement. That when she scaled means climbed, when she climbed Mount Everest, at that time she was the youngest woman in the world to climb Mount Everest, hardly at the age of 20 years. This was her first achievement in her life. And what was the second achievement? Second achievement was that he climbed Mount Everest twice, and during twice, and she actually joined Indo-Nepalese expedition. And what happened? And then she second time she set a record of becoming the mount. She set a record of climbing Mount Everest twice, means 2 times. This was the only woman in the world to climb Mount Everest twice, and climbing Mount Everest twice was her rare achievement. This was the greatest achievement of her life. Santosh Yadav believed in teamwork. She was a highly spirited girl, and she believed in togetherness. She believed in teamwork. She believed in cooperation and coordination, and she had a human heart. She was very cooperative and helpful to her fellow climbers. So during the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided a special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Pole. But she, unfortunately, she couldn't save his life. But at another moment, she could save the life of Mohan Singh, by sharing her oxygen. So she shared her oxygen with Mohan Singh and saved his life. So this shows that she had love for humanity. And then within 12 months, Santosh found herself. She became a member of Indo-Nepalese Women's Expedition, and they invited her to join them. And then this was the second time she climbed Mount Everest, and she became the only woman to climb Mount Everest twice in this world. So this was really, and when she went there and she was on the top of the world, she describes her feeling that it was a spiritual moment for her. It was the happiest moment for her to be on the top of the world, to be on the Himalayas, means to be on the top of the world means Mount Everest. And she unfurled, she hoisted Indian national flag there, and she felt proud to be an Indian. And at the same time, actually, she had great concern for environment. Do you know what happened? Santosh Yadav collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. So this shows that she wanted a safe environment to live in. She wanted clean environment, pure environment to live in. So she brought 500 kg of garbage, brought down 500 kg of garbage from the Himalayas. So this way we have come to know that Santosh Yadav was a woman of a strong determination, a strong willpower. She was committed to her work. She was very sincere and serious to her work. And for this, for her rare achievement of climbing Mount Everest twice, she was honored with Padam Shri from the government of India. So this was the happiest moment of her life. So this story is an inspiring story. It is a motivational story. This story inspires in all of us the values of courage, boldness, a strong determination, a strong willpower. So if you are determined to do something with a true heart, nothing can stop you from getting success. Nothing can stop you from achieving your goal. With this lesson comes to an end. Thank you very much, dear students. Thank you very much, and that's all for today.